Hello everyone, my name is Yoveen Hanuman and I am the Business Development Executive for the Flash Business Academy. And today we shall be chatting to Marlon Parring, the Managing Director of NTI Solutions. Thank you for affording us this opportunity. So tell us, Marlon, tell us about yourself and about your company.
Good morning, Yoveen, and once again, thank you for the opportunity. My name's Marlon Parring. I'm the Managing Director of NTI Solutions. We are a security electronics installer or service provider, and we have two primary areas. One of them is security electronics, which includes your CCTV, access control, intercoms, and those electronics that supports those installations. And the other component is then the compliance side, which is really the fire detection, gas suppression, voice evacuation systems, and also your evac system that goes along with that. It is a sector, we're in the security sector per se, which is also quite a big industry. And NTI has been around for about 2 decades now, is starting to find its niche amongst its bigger compatriots in the industry. And through that, I think we've developed a good name within the sector, and largely thanks to the introduction by one of my equipment manufacturers suggesting that I join up with the Flash Business Academy masterclass, where myself and my team have had the privilege of being presented what I believe is some thoughts around our businesses. I think as a business owner, there's generally a frustration that we've had in terms of how do we find sustainable growth for the business. And through the program, we've definitely been guided or been forced to think a little bit more about how do we approach some of these challenges and dealing with some of the resistances that comes in play when you're trying to operate and manage a business going forward. I'm also quite comfortable to say that we've done a lot of in-house thinking, and it's simply a case scenario of how do you fix a plane that's in flight. And as much as we've had many wins in the short term, the one thing that really stood out from the program that has helped us to try and deal with some of the resistance in the business, or resistance in terms of bringing the success in the business, is bringing about more transparency. And that is on the reporting side, where we've introduced, much like Flash as a business, weekly reporting, and in one way sort of identifying where the areas we have to put greater priority or more emphasis on to try and ensure that the business is able to grow itself sustainably.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marlon. Tell us, the one-on-one business consulting that you had with Yaron Schapiro, how has that assisted you as a company? Any specific example you can provide?
Absolutely. I think having had the one-on-one sessions with someone like Yaron, who's very experienced, by his own right, very successful as well, he's able to, one, relate and identify a business such as ours that's in its growth spurt and seeing where should the focus be. And I think the one thing that stands out from those sessions is about ensuring that you have existence. And in that way, you focus your business where to prioritize and where you'll get the best result from your efforts. And I think that through the sessions, we have identified how important it is to focus on outflows, which has been quite a big discussion from day one. I think Yaron is very direct. He's very good through his experience to identify where the main issues were, and we could quickly relate to that. So in a very short time, we in the brief sessions we've had, I think it's less than 4 sessions, we've been able to identify where the big issues are. And at management level, it's been quite, what's the word I want to use? It's been quite fruitful in terms of getting team cohesion, because we have such a diverse personality in terms of people's own expectations and own motivation. We have seen what the impact is in terms of getting to a point that you understand your business in greater detail and knowing where the problems lie, and then being able to focus on the areas that will give you the best results. So I think in short, it's definitely been about focusing on the right areas. That you don't have the liberty of, let me use the analogy again, of the plane, of landing the plane, getting things fixed up, and then believing it's in the right shape to fly again. This is a case of ensuring the business has existence continuously and all the time. So that's probably been, I think, one of the big emphasis, besides the other areas we've looked at in terms of HR and policies, general understanding of finance, we looked at the budgets, understanding in real terms what is your bare minimum to existence, and obviously understanding the various levels of existence, what does existence mean for a business. And I think that ethos is starting to manifest itself within the business. And as we all know, it takes a bit of time for it to really see its results. And I'm pretty positive that we will see some good results in the short to medium term.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marlon. Really glad to hear that you've experienced such growth and you've identified those issues. I mean, you want to get to the root causes.
Absolutely.
Tell me, why should other businesses sign up for this business consulting with Yaron Schapiro?
I know most businesses at our stage, I can only speak for business like ourselves, is that they may not always feel that there is a need for something like this. But I can really, without a doubt, say that sometimes it's good to have a pause, think, reflect, and then execute moment in your business. Because sometimes it can be the most simplest of things. Sometimes it can be the most complex of things. But until you get to the point of understanding what the problems are within your business, and even if you are on a successful run, it is important to understand your business in great detail so that when something adversely does happen, is to know how to respond to the situation. I think if COVID has taught us anything, is that situations can change well beyond your own control, and how do you actually adjust to those situations. We've been very fortunate to find a way to survive through a COVID experience, but I think the lesson that I've learned today, had I known those lessons then, I guess this business could have been very difficult. Different at least, yeah. And they always say hindsight is rocket science.
I like that.
Yeah.
Tell me, where do you see NTI Solutions in the future post business consulting?
I think for the near future, it's definitely allowing NTI to, and what it has assisted us with is really understanding where our niche is. And without going into great detail, because I've explained to you the various sectors we're in terms of the servicing and the construction side of things, it may seem that we are in different markets per se, but I think what we've come to learn is that if we get our resources to align our clients' expectations, we can service a business that remains niche and being able to grow itself sustainably in terms of the market demands. So short to medium term is to really get people to understand NTI, what it does, which I think is something we identified was maybe lacking, that people don't have a full and true understanding of NTI. They know of NTI, but do they really know what NTI can do for their business? So it's really getting that niche with our existing clients and new clients, which we're wishing to onboard in the near future. I think for the medium to long term is definitely seeing that NTI is able to roll out its offering nationally and beyond the borders in terms of servicing, again, corporate clients, but also the construction industry, understanding that there is a lot of attention within the continent in terms of corporate companies trying to establish themselves, utilizing what Africa can offer them in terms of resources. But we also know that there's a lot of infrastructure investment happening within the continent, and that does sort of present quite a big opportunity for NTI Solutions over the next 3 to 5 years. So that is sort of the general image or picture we foresee for NTI. But I think to step back is to look at what are the fundamentals, the grassroots stuff that needs to be done before we can really start leaping beyond the borders of South Africa.
It sounds really exciting. I'm really excited to walk this journey with you, and I trust we're going to hear more huge successes and wins in the future for NTI Solutions. Before we conclude, your opinion on Mr. Yaron Schapiro?
My opinion on Yaron, I really felt that we built a very quick rapport. And I think on the basis of his experience and him being able to get or almost zone in on where the real problems lie within your organization did help us to build a rapport very, very quickly. And as I would say, there was no beating around the bush. It was getting right down to business. And also he gave us the feeling of that he's there to really make a difference to our business. That was the one feeling I got, is that if you put yourselves in business support mentors, if I use that term, in many times it's about how much time is being spent. But I think for him, the engagement was very much about outcome based. And I think for any business owner, it would be quite refreshing to be able to look at your business quite frankly and being able to tell you in a very short period of time where you should be focusing. And obviously understanding that that's not the only area ongoing, that this is a process of rebuilding a business continuously.